Yep.
Саш, когда выйдешь, я понимаю, что еще
Sasha, when you are done egressing,
по сторонам.
I understand you're still going to be in eclipse, but if you just look around and see where is what,
Хорошо.
kind of to get a situational awareness on the spot, so to speak.
Готов, да? Принято.
I will do that, Sergey. Thank you. Ready?
Переменная длины свой.
EV1 reporting. So your adjustable tether, you can attach it to this end because then you will be carrying the container.
Это он тут длинный поручень тут.
This is the long handrail.
Федор. Николаевич.
Федор. Yes?
А ты перед выходом не будешь поближе к люку переносить?
Fedor, are you not going to start moving things closer to the hatch, EV hatch, such as BVP and the covers, so that they're near the hatch and easier to access once you're out? Sergey, I'm not planning to move any furniture around right now. So that they obstruct my egress path. No, I am talking after the pressurized container has already been moved out of the EV hatch. My red is kind of stuck on. Yeah, I see it. Let me just move it around a little. That's it. I think it's good. And I'm ready to take the pressurized container from you, Fedor, when you're ready. Okay, well, it's already secured with one tether, Sasha. So let me free up the second one. And I'm already holding on to it, just so you know. Yes, I see it. That's fine.
Getting our first look here at the helmet cameras that the crew will be wearing today. Both Alexander Misurkin and Fyodor Yurchikhin will have helmet cameras to give us a view of the activities that they're working on as they go through their 6-hour-long spacewalk.
Excellent. That is done. And you're still holding it, correct? Yes, Fedor, don't worry. And I'm right next to you, Sasha. Should I move? No, that's okay. I just want to secure it with the second hook on the tether, and that's complete. So it has 2 tethers. Copy.
Так, короткий здесь.
Short one here.
Наблюдаю короткий карабин.
And I see a further short tether on the EV ladder.
Переменной длины тоже.
And the adjustable tether as well. So I'm ready to egress. Sergey. Did you want to straighten up the kids? You know, I think they're good where they are. We'll take the pressurized container out first, and then it will move out to wherever it's supposed to go, as we discussed previously, Sasha. And I'm egressing, Sergey. Copy.
О, солнышко пошло.
Oh, I see the sun.
Fyodor Yurchikhin now exiting to join Alexander Misurkin as they begin today's spacewalk, about 11 minutes into the spacewalk now.
The EVA letter. Copy.
Team here on the ground rounding the start time off to 8:32 a.m. Central Time rather than the 8:31 originally mentioned. Again, the official start time now being marked as 8:32 a.m. Central Time.
Sasha, how are you doing? Feather, I'm excellent. I'm ready to press on. Let me go to the circumferential handrail first. Okay.
And a look here from the helmet camera of Alexander Masurkin. You can see that it's marked in the bottom right-hand corner with an 18. And you can be sure that that's Masurkin's because he has in his view at the moment Fyodor Yurchikhin, who is wearing a spacesuit marked with a red stripe as opposed to Masurkin's, which is marked with a blue stripe. And a view here from Yurchikhin's helmet camera, which is marked with a 17 embossed in the lower right-hand corner.
The photon gamma is just dying to come out into a vacuum. Yeah, I see that. So there, why don't I just move a little closer towards you? Do you have both hooks attached to the and secured? Yes, I do. Can you try it on your end? Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to do it. Just give me a second. I think it's just easier to position it on this end. It goes on a little better. And that's done. Wonderful. So that's complete. Now I'll take my kit back. Yeah, so we've secured photon gamma, so it's all safe. Feather, can you give me your hook? Yeah, it's right here. So let's start rolling. Okay, copy. This is Sasha. And this is Feather. I am ready to accept Sasha. The pressurized container. I understand. Is that what you meant? Yes, Sasha, that's exactly what I meant.
As Fyodor Yurchikhin and Alexander Masurkin get started on their task for this 6-hour-long spacewalk, one of the first things they're going to be doing is getting set up with a pressurized container that holds a flow control valve panel that they'll be replacing on the Russian station's cooling system.
I don't get it. We should have comlink.
They'll be replacing that on the Zarya module on the Russian section.
Although
that pressurized container has the flow control panel inside of it, so they'll be opening it up and putting the flow control panel that they're taking off of the cooling system into it for return to the space station. They'll also be carrying, as they get started, a science experiment called Indicator that they're going to be installing as well. Before they get to those tasks, though, they're going to do some make some connections on some Kurz antenna hardware that's used to bring vehicles in for a docking at the international on the Russian side of the space station. We'll be connecting those to run a test of the system that is going to ensure that the station's ready for the arrival of the multi-purpose laboratory module later this year.
So one is secure, and you're going to go down below and then come forward towards me. Don't remove this one yet. Of course not. Until I hear a go from you, I'm not going to do anything further. Okay. Can you look at the antenna? How's it looking? The antenna is on your right, and you're very clear of it. Very good. All right. You know what, Sasha, let me secure myself first, because I can't ungrapple with my hands yet. Let me get that done. Alright, so my adjustable tether is now locked and secured on Strela. Copy. And I can move your hook. I can reach. You can? Yeah, further, I can reach it. I just need to move the pressurized container out of the way. Okay, so my short tether is still here. Right. Okay, and here's the pressurized container. Very good. And Sasha, you keep watching the antenna. Just need to make sure that I'm clear of it. And the pressurized container is under me, and I'm going to start translating. Very good. This was it. Are you holding on to the pressurized container, Sasha? I am, Fyodor. Okay, so the pressurized container is on the Strela. And Fyodor, do you think that you will have good control and the pressurized container would be controllable if you take it to where it's going by yourself? You know, Sergey, I don't have a feel for it yet. I'm at the Strela. Sasha? Yes, we copy, Fyodor. And the pressurized container is also on the Strela? That's right. And Fyodor, are you at the Strela grapple fixture? Yes. Would you like to use it? Well, I am on its ring, and we would have to unhook it. Yeah, I understand all that, Sasha. And Moscow copy. Why don't we reattach it and secure it later? Okay, yeah, we'll work with the ring later. And the grapple fixture, so that you wouldn't have to spend too much time here, why don't I move the container out of your way first? Okay, so container. Right. I don't think you should go that way because I'm afraid for the antenna. And while we're near this equipment, maybe you can swap your hooks. Maybe or rotate it or somehow.
View here of Alexander Masurkin's helmet camera with the protective container that he's carrying
then you're
in view just on the edge of the right-hand side of the screen.
I see it.
Spacewalkers will be moving along the Strela 1 boom up to the Zvezda and Zarya modules interface. Once they get there, your Chicken will be holding the pressurized container while Masurkin moves up to the KERS connector panel, where he's going to be mating a series of connections to test the KERS hardware.
Whenever you're ready, Fyodor. Well, I'm not yet. I understand. I'm waiting. Take your time.
Spacewalkers are going to be doing a lot of moving around during today's 6-hour-long spacewalk. There's not one task that stands out as the largest or most time-consuming or most difficult task, but the challenge will be all the translating and moving around they have to do and the various connections that they'll be mating along the way.
Sasha, will you be able to secure it there? What it are you referring to, Fyodor? The hook. And can you tell me what's behind my back? Fyodor, before you start moving, you need to grab the pressurized container, at least with one of your hands. And my tether is at the very last point of reach, so I can't go any further. Okay, then let's do it this way. I have the pressurized container, and I'm holding on to it. Very good. And so if you see my legs, maybe it would be good if you could look at where I'm translating and see if I'm clear of antenna. Okay, so let me swap the hooks of the pressurized container. Okay, and I'm watching, Sasha. Copy. And I guess we're flying over South America. Gorgeous. And actually, we were tightening the holders yesterday. Look, they already have loosened up. And I'm going to swap my adjustable tether. Sergey, the circumferential handrail next to the EV hatch. The small handrail? Yeah, you're going to use them if that's what you were asking. Oh, we can use them? Yes, you can use them. They were kind of installed quickly, sort of. But they are designed to hold the safety tethers. Copy. And Fyodor, do you see me? I see the pressurized container. You're moving, or the container is positioned towards you, towards your backpack, actually. On your right, Sasha. Inaudible. Fyodor, where is the pressurized container? Right here. This is it. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that you have sufficient field of view. But Sasha, don't worry, it's secure. Okay, very good. So container. Yeah, the reason I moved it out to the side, Sasha, is because I couldn't see you behind it. No, I got that.
View here of Alexander Masurkin, still close to the Piers docking compartment as he and Fyodor Yurchik can continue to get set up to begin today's
And I'm going
first
to
spacewalking task.
push the pressurized container towards you. Okay. Yeah, Sasha, the tether is very secure on it. It's holding on to it, so don't worry. It's all good. And are you holding the container, though, Fyodor? I am. And I'm going to move to the side for the time being.
A good view here of the pressurized container that contains the flow control valve. One of the main tasks on the spacewalk list today.
And you are moving beautifully. Just beautiful. Now, Sasha, can you check behind my back? Is there anything behind it? Just the radiator. Is it far away, or? What about my feet, Fyodor? No, you're looking good. And Sasha, would you like to use a mirror? I'm sorry, Sergey, do what? Install a mirror, Sasha. Sasha, wait, tether. No, the mirror does not help much other than to look at myself and see if I have a good hairdo. And Sasha, what is this? What is this tether here? It's restrained for what? Are you holding this? Yes. And right here. Right. And that's done. So that's one tether. Down. And we'll need to probably do the same with the second tether. And you're holding on to it and the tether, right? Yes, Sasha, I am. Let me turn you around. Okay, Feather.
There should be two different handrails. Are you on the ring? Yes, you're going to go to the... you're going to secure to the handrail. And this was the D-ring. Okay, now I'm going to transition. Yes, here's one. Two.
Я тут. Теперь надо разобраться. Ты видел мои ноги, Николаевич? Да. Антенн там никаких? Там есть.
Is there an antenna? There's one.
Полметра.
Half a meter.
Вон ту антенну мне надо будет переходить. Какую?
I want you to transition it behind you to the left.
Сейчас, стой. Вот так вот. Сейчас надо развернуть все это хозяйство.
The container, Fyodor Nikolaevich. An antenna is behind you, under your feet.
Возьми контейнер, пожалуйста.
Could you take the container?
Все есть такое дело.
Okay, are you ready?
Буду готов. Поехали.
Okay, let's go.
Смотри там за моей
Take a look behind my back.
Есть
Do you
что-нибудь?
see anything?
Давай так, ты двигаешь
Okay, you're going to move the ring,
вперед раз, а во-вторых, мы за моей спиной.
and you're going to look behind my back, and I'll be looking at you.
Вот здесь на мишень.
Okay, here is the
Вот она
target.
с тобой, да?
Is it with you?
Да. Николаевич, не разгоняйся. Не разгоняйся.
Okay, well, it looks like you're accelerating. No, I'm not. I'm fine.
И вот сзади мишень, я ее обошел.
The target is behind me. I walked around it.
Вижу, да. Ну что, теперь ты меня здесь ждешь?
So are you going to be waiting for me
Разъема? Давай чуть ниже опустимся.
here? Okay, let's go down.
Обратно.
Are you talking about going back?
Так, ближе.
Closer?
Сейчас. Так, а я сейчас на поручень перейду.
Okay, I'll go to the handrail.
Можешь? Да, сейчас я
To get to the interface between the Zarya and Zvezda modules, where they're going to be stopping to perform their first task of the day, crew members have to translate or move along the Russian crane called Strela, or one of them, Strela 1,
Sideways,
a boom that allows them to move equipment
Николай, да?
sideways.
around the Russian segment of the space station.
My handrail is to the right
Сейчас.
and down.
Слева с обратной стороны для тебя.
And they're reversed and facing you.
Переходи сюда, тогда.
Okay, you can move over here.
Подожди, не стреляй. Пока да, и постараюсь перейти на ФГБ.
Okay, are you going to wait for me here?
Хорошо.
Yes, and we'll try to transition to the FGB.
Давай мне его сюда, я вниз его спущу.
And
Сейчас
the
помешаю.
pressurized container.
Хорошо, сейчас.
Okay. Hold on.
Ты готов?
Are you ready to receive it?
Так, отпускай меня.
Okay, lower me
Сейчас. Подожди.
down.
Давай
Okay, hold on. Let me
Давай, ты сойди.
get off this. Okay, go ahead and get off here.
Держи. О, слушай, хороший у тебя пост наездника.
Oh, it looks, you got a good one here.
Так, ладно. Ты теперь видишь, куда тебе идти? Да я
No, I'll find it.
не вопрос. Я имею в виду, что помочь идти.
Oh, do you need help? What I meant is, do you need help or,
Давай, делай.
you're okay? Okay, well, you do your part.
Как слышишь, мы подошли на постой, я иду к ФП-9.
Sir, how are you?
Слышим вас хорошо.
Okay, yes, we read you out and clear, and we see you as well.
Давай, Саш,
Okay, Sasha, you can go to the circular handrail and press hello.
Хотел бы Николай.
Pedro Nikolaevich,
Стрелы,
I
потом
wanted to help him, and then perform the translation. Yes, because I'm here with the infant.
вернусь чуть-чуть.
Okay, let me go back and go back to Estrella.
Вот видишь у меня? Все на антенну тянет. Да,
You
видишь?
see, it's just, the target is attracting me, sort of.
Так, выводи меня. Подержи контейнер.
Hold on to the container. I'll go back.
Контейнер у тебя над
The
головой.
container is above your head. Okay, I understand.
Ты ногой под спалом.
Your foot is above the feather. Hold on to the container.
Вот, вот.
Yes, here you go. Good job.
Обойдешь так?
Do you think you can walk around it?
Теперь на одиноке просто занеси.
Now you need to move your feet over it. I need to take the feet off the target.
Всё.
Okay, that's it.
Зачем ты вверх-то? Тебе надо туда.
Why did you go up?
Всё, я здесь пока.
Okay. I'm going to be here for now.
Николаевич, да.
Peter Nikolaevich, are you resting?
Слушай,
No.
нужно на кольцевые поручни,
We need
которые вверх
to get to the handrail.
21,
21, 23.
Сюда перейти, да, конечно.
You can go there.
Скажи, я антенну посмотри. Мишель, смотри.
Okay, look at the target.
Вот так, еще.
Okay, feet higher yet. Okay, yes, I think you'll fit through.
Вот так.
Okay, there you go.
Все на месте.
Okay, everything is in its place. The only thing we should have left the tether with this here. With what? Oh, you're talking the one with the ring, of course.
View here of Masurkin holding on to that pressurized container as he and Yurchikin work, or actually Yurchikin holding onto the pressurized container as he and Masurkin work their way up the Strela boom to their first work site of the day.
Okay, yes, just fine.
37 minutes into today's spacewalk, and what they'll be doing next is Ms. Sirkin will connect a series of connectors on the KERS system. That's an antenna system used to guide vehicles in for dockings on the Russian side of the space station. And then it's going to be used for the installation of with the multi-purpose laboratory module that's scheduled to arrive at the station later this year. He'll be connecting a series of 4 connections to test that segment of the KERS hardware. And he'll go on to a few other tasks while that connection is tested, and then demate those connections a little later in the spacewalk.
Okay. This way a little bit.
Так.
Okay, that's it.
Поднимайся. Чего не поднимаюсь? Можешь палку дотянешься переменной для...
The adjustable rate tether, you're going to put it on? Okay, I'll try to remove the container now. You can lift your head.
Вижу.
Okay, I see it.
Так, теперь, когда ты будешь держать,
Now,
я могу постараться измерить
are you going to hold on to it
карабин.
and hook the tether? Peter Nikolaevich, let's do it differently. If I'm continuing to hold it,
Ближе ко мне.
can you get closer to me?
Карабин прямо перед тобой, но на кольце.
The
Карабин перед цепи.
hook is right next to you on the ring. Can you reattach it? Oh, yeah, I see it.
Чуть-чуть, да. Еще маленько.
A little bit more. A bit more.
Давай пока. Все. Делайте дальше. Под левой рукой аккуратно.
Okay, under the left
Да, вижу.
hand, be careful.
Все, на кольцо.
That's it. I'm on the circular handrail. That's great.
Подать и сам перецеплю
Oh, I'm going to
карабин гермоконтейнер.
reattach the hook to my pressurized adapter. Are you going to pull it through?
Мне просто, чтобы подойти, надо убрать.
In order to get closer, I need to remove the pressurized container.
Я переменной длины свой пересоплю.
Yeah, I'm going to reattach my adjustable length when.
Yeah. Интересно, кто-нибудь видел?
Inaudible.
Якоря. Ага. Все, я здесь.
Okay, I'm here.
Я пока на вытянутой руке могу тебе спокойно дальше помочь.
I can help you. Next, I'm going to move along the circle handrail. 1550 on the left from you.
Пока контролирую хорошо контейнер.
Well, I'm going to monitor the container well.
Должен быть вот ключ. Да, его он ключ, ага.
Yes, it should be there.
Сейчас я контейнер туда. Да.
Yes, I'm going to move the container there.
Угу.
Okay.
Да, контейнер.
Container is there.
Ага.
Саш, пора уже идти на курс.
Sasha, you already need you need to be moving to course. Peter Nikolai, are you holding on to the container? Yes, I am.
Все.
Okay, hold on.
Так, за поручень удержите, я переступлю один конец.
Okay, hold on to the handrail. And I'm going to remate one end.
Давай вот сюда на поручень, я его заберу дальше.
Okay, get it to this handrail, and I'll pick it up from there. Yes, excellent.
Саш, переход понятен?
Sasha, you understand the translation part? Yes,
Давай.
no questions. Okay, go ahead.
И обязательно, когда скроешь клапан, да, обязательно на...
So when you open the flap, tell us. Definitely.
Потому что
I opened it
по нашей команде.
because you have to disconnect on our go. Understood.
Саш, около круглых
Sasha, around the antenna,
значит, лентой замотаны поручни. За эти
there are handrails wrapped in tape. This was for the purpose of the targets.
Так. Переходим.
Translating.
Я на кольцевых поручнях на конусе.
I'm on the cone
принято, видим.
by the round handrails. Copy, we can see it.
Ты знаешь, Сереж, наверное, все-таки фиксаторы. Вот вы посмотрели,
Сергей,
подтягивали. Они все в узловых местах.
the restraints here, we thought we tightened them yesterday.
Ключом.
Да.
Okay, use the wrench to tighten them.
Нет, а ключом, потом ключом.
No, not the wrench, because we'll have to use the wrench again then to loosen them up.
Почти пришел.
Okay, I'm here.
Вижу нашу плату.
I can see the plate,
Сергей Сергеевич. А прямо над ней антенна.
and just above it there is the antenna. Can you see it?
Сложенная антенна. Нет, нет.
Collapsed antenna.
Хотел, вот сейчас видно, вот она.
Can you see it now?
Это получается на миле втором смотрит. А SF2, наверное.
Да, эсэфская антенна, понятно.
Yeah, you have to look from a different
Этот клапан.
angle. Can you try to open this flap?
Мне надо как раз под эту антенну подлезть.
I need to go under the antenna.
Что я это стараюсь сделать.
And I will try to do it.
Саш, ну чего, какие-нибудь варианты есть у нас разобраться?
Sasha, you have any ideas how to access it?
Сейчас буду пробовать.
Stand by. I'm going to do it sideways. At least I'll try.
Федор,
Fyodor,
а ты сейчас Сашу можешь видеть?
do you see Sasha now? Yes?
Развернусь. Да не увидит он меня отсюда. Да.
No, he can't.
Модуль же.
Вот о чем разговор.
Actually, you're right. There is a module between you. That's what we're talking about.
Одному открыл? Хорошо.
Did you open?
Так, нет, я
Good.
вижу. Сейчас не касаюсь. Вижу, и очень хорошо вижу. Сейчас
I can see you very well now. I will rotate.
Сереж.
Да, Федор, давай сейчас в этот момент все-таки посмотри за ним.
Да.
So please
Подожди секундочку.
follow him. Do not take your eyes off him.
А я все, я
Will do.
Я до ключа дошел, Саш. Хорошо.
Sasha, I got to the wrench.
Пытаюсь его прочитать.
I have a connector
Тот, который тебе
XB95.
Теперь, Саш, идешь по рыжему кабелю, он должен тебя привести.
Now just go along the cable. It will lead you.
По оранжевому кабелю.
Orange cable.
Который опять шел, он в рыжей оплетке. И на нем
The one that has orange braiding. It should have the connector that you need.
Пятый и шестой нас интересуют.
Number 5 and 6. That's what we're interested in.
Законтурами или нет?
Are they lock wired or not? No.
Перестыковывали.
View here from Alexander Masurkin's helmet camera. You can identify it with the small number 18 in the lower right-hand corner. You could before we moved out of range of that video signal for a moment. Masurkin's at the interface between the Zarya and Zvezda modules and working to make 4 connections that are going to allow teams here on the ground to test out the KERS hardware in preparation for the arrival of the multi-purpose laboratory module later this year. Once Masurkin makes those 4 connections, he and Yurchikin are going to move on to the next task of the spacewalk while the team here on the ground performs the test, and then they'll be coming back by later in the spacewalk to demate those connections since they aren't needed just yet.
Да, но с другой стороны мне вообще не подойти, там антенна не дает.
The antenna is in the way, so I cannot reach. I will try a different way.
Это не очень запутал. Так, вот я нашел, Сергей, нужный нам драгоценный разъем.
Okay, I found our precious connector. Can you see the marking?
Это драгоценный, который стоит.
I see only the tether right now that's in front of my face.
А могу я этот ствол отстыковать пока, Сергеевич?
Да, можешь.
And
Начать говорить.
may I connect when I can, when I'm able to? Yes.
Павел Владимирович, спасибо за поддержку.
And Pavel, thank you for your support.
Но я
Yeah, I can see them in the window.
вот под левой рукой, Саш, я у тебя.
Классно, Владимирович. Иду дальше.
Можешь подняться, помахать.
Wave your hand to us.
Время.
Да нет, не очень нормально.
Продолжаем разговор.
Okay, let's continue talking.
Я потом видео сброшу. Как это?
And I will downlink a video to you later
Примерно вот то же самое.
about all this activity.
Я понял. Я достал из дверки разъем 5.1.
I am
Подожди.
at the connector,
Пока поищи шестой.
number 5-1.
И по команде будешь расстыковывать.
Okay, numbers 5 and 6.
А подстыковывать буду...
Вот ты отстыковываешь шестой первый и пятый первый.
6-1 and 5-1 you disconnect.
Подстыковываю его к тому, к той части, ну, блин, понятно, что она будет одна ответная, которая уйдет в плату.
And then connect with the one going to the plate.
Заглушку пока я тяну на ред.
And I will put the cap on the red for now. Yes.
Саша, вот здесь у нас один поручень. Да, к сожалению, придется дальше идти по одному поручню.
Unfortunately, now you'll have to translate along
31
the same handrail.
13-16.
3106? Not clear.
13-16?
No, 1316.
Да, это где ключ.
Yes.
Потому что тут от одного до другого достать это очень тяжело.
Otherwise, it's too hard to reach for you from one handrail to another.
Сергей, я жду команды.
Так, а у тебя в руках какие разъемы?
Which connectors
Никакие, но я
are you holding right now?
XFP 9, 5, 5.1 и 6.
5, 5, 1, and 6.
Хорошо,
Copy.
Сейчас, секунду.
Stand by.
5-1 могу расстыковать.
Сейчас я держи 5-1, сейчас как скажу, тогда расстыковываешь.
5-1, connect and mate on my go. Okay.
Знакомые кабели. Сереж.
Имени Федора Николаевича, да?
Да ладно.
These are Fyodor's cables.
Что ж так хреново, правда? Они теперь мешают.
Саш, дай
Russian joke.
расстыковывай 5-1 от 5.
Okay, disconnect 5-1 from 5. In work.
У нас картинка пропала.
We lost the video. So now you have to use your voice more and talk to us. Okay, I demated. Okay, now 5-5. 5-1 put away. In work.
Although we're currently out of range of video downlink from the space station for next about 15 minutes. The crew is continuing with their work on connecting some cables on the KERS system that again allows or is used to guide vehicles in for dockings to the Russian segment of the space station. Connecting the cable so that a test can be run from here on the ground to make sure that once the multi-purpose laboratory module arrives at the space station later this year, the KERS will be able to be used for it. The multi-purpose laboratory module is going to be taking the place of the Piers docking compartment that the spacewalkers exited from today at the space station. So there are a number of activities between now and its arrival that must be completed so that the station's ready for it. And this is the first of several spacewalks or one of several spacewalks to begin making those preparations.
The connector is mated, Sergey. Copy, Alexander.
Принято, Саш. Давай приступаем к шестому.
Let's do number 6.
Сейчас. 9-5. 9-5.
Copy.
Принято.
Приступаем к шестому. Крышку я надену, чтобы там с собой не таскать на...
I will place the cup on 5-1.
Хорошо.
Okay. Will I have time
время на это дело?
for it? Yes.
Давай. Потом это самое, спокойно еще перекинешь и все.
Да.
It shouldn't take much time.
Крышка одета на 5-1. Седьмой не нужен.
Number 7 is not needed now. Just number 6. Number 6.
Сначала фиксирую на рэп.
Attaching it here. Okay.
Принято.
Now, just over an hour into today's 6-hour-long spacewalk, began at 8:32 a.m. Central Time.
Is removed. Correction.
Crew's running a little bit behind in their schedule, but not much as they work on mating these, connecting these 4 cables to test the KERS system. Once the cables are mated, they'll move away from this area and onto their next task while the team here on the ground actually tests that system.
I'm taking connector number 6. Copy. I have it. It is ready for mating. Okay, in work. The latch is open.
Есть расстыкован.
Принято.
Mated.
Стыкуем 2-6.
6 to 6.
Выполняю.
In work. Six is mated to 6.
Принято, Саш. Все, прикрой клапан.
Close the flap
И уходи.
and leave the area. Okay.
Бегом.
No hurry.
Нет, бежать не надо, но...
Make sure everything is secure. No hurry.
Это рапид.
Sasha,
Я сниму заглушку, чтобы она не болтала.
make sure the plug is not flapping around.
На 6.1.
261.
Николаевич, ты далеко ушел? Я уже на рабочем...
I'm already in my workplace. Great. I'm right here underneath your feet.
Гребенка. А так все нормально. Ясно.
Alexander?
Саш, ты
Do
меня...
you read me?
Да, Сергей?
Yes.
Слушай, как уйдешь где-то на...
When you are 1.5 meters away from FP9 area, let me know.
Сергей Сергеевич, я стараюсь прикрыть
I'm trying to cover
FT.
FT here,
Чуть прикрой и уходи.
MLI flap.
Потому что это
Just slightly close MLI flap
придется.
and then you can leave the area because we will have to get back there anyway.
Чтобы просто было понимание. Сверху антенна лежит, которая не дает мне...
Well, there is just antenna here in the way that is not allowing me to approach on the left side.
Козырек не дает. И упирается в пределы, ну как бы, козырек стоит, который мне упирается в плечо постоянно.
As if there is an area there that is not allowing me to get there. I understand. It is just fine. Just cover it somewhat. Okay, I will.
Это, не знаю, попробую. Будет стоить папаша доступу.
Александр, нам нужна квитанция, что ты ушел, чтобы начать.
Alexander, we need the confirmation that you are gone from there so that we will start the test. I understand.
Отлично, Саша, отлично.
That's very good, Sasha.
Еду по кольцевым
I'm using circular handrails
на конусе.
on the cone.
Саша, тебе где датчик под правой рукой?
You have a sensor here under your right arm. You can see that, right? Yes, I do.
Саш, до тени осталось
Alexander,
порядка 2 минут.
Можно
we
начать?
have about 2 minutes till eclipse.
Ясно, я подхожу к правой.
Okay, I'm close to lateral handrails.
Включаю.
Spacewalker Alexander Misurkins has finished making the connections for the Kurz hardware test that the team here on the ground is going to perform. So he and Fyodor Yurchikhin now moving on to the Zarya module, where they're going to be,
30 seconds.
first of all,
Okay.
attaching the pressurized container that they've been carrying around
Copy.
to a latching platform there so that they can then open up some insulation on the Zarya module and disconnect a panel number 2 flow control valve there, which is part of the Russian cooling system. And once they have removed it and temporarily stowed it, they'll be able to open up the pressurized container, get a new flow control valve out and install it.
In the beginning of eclipse, probably.
And after that, they'll be able to install the old valve in the pressurized container to be taken back inside the space station.
We'll continue talking after LOS.
Федор Николаевич, Александр Александрович, буквально 2 слова о вашем самочувствии.
Fyodor, Alexander, just a couple of words. How are you feeling right now? You will have a short rest, but just let us know how you're doing at this time.
Федор Николаевич, Александр Александрович.
Fyodor, Alexander, you will have a short rest right now, but I want to get some information on how are you doing right now? Are you tired at all?
Нет,
No, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good as well. So far?
Замечательно, спасибо.
Very good, thank you.
Саша, ты тут. Я на кольце.
I am on ring
Николаевич, к вам.
Strela moving towards you, Fyodor. Okay.
Федор, Саша.
Fyodor,
Да.
Sasha, yes?
Давайте сделаем так. Я сейчас засекаю время.
I will start the time now, and you will have 5 minutes of rest. We will talk to Pavel, and you will report on how you are doing, honestly, and then we will continue. All right, all right.
А будет секундочка, глянь вот туда, в сторону своих ног на меня.
Сейчас, Паш, попробую остановить этот танец.
Mind your seat right in the direction of where I am. I'll do my best here.
Стаканчик красненького.
Федор, можно я вас на минуту прерву? С Пашей надо пообщаться, пока вы тут отдыхаете, 15 минут.
Да, да.
Okay, while you're resting, we'll need to talk to Pavel.
СГ-2.
Да, на связи.
Слушай, ну вот говорят, надо еще спуск на 8 миллиметров. Уже успели все слушать. Единственное, нам параметры атмосферы до наддува и после отдува. Скажи, ладно?
Хорошо, сейчас скажу. Хорошо.
View here from Alexander Masukyan's helmet camera.
Расскажи, пожалуйста, я так понимаю, ты добрался до рабочего места.
He and Fyodor Yurchikhin now moving on to work on the Zarya module, where they're going to be replacing a flow control valve that's reached the end of its scheduled lifetime and needs to be replaced on the Russian cooling system.
And resting, Sergey. Just looking around. Alexander. Yes.
У тебя на дисплее горит сигнализация, включен резервный насос.
You have the...
Есть такое дело. Это я его
Тумблер проверить.
зацепил. Вот сейчас отключил его.
Принято.
Check the switch, yes.
Тумблер, значит. Спасибо. Все.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
Суд Москвы, МКС СГ-2, Карат из корабля.
Принимаю, Павел.
764 давление ВСА, 140 кислорода.
Еще раз, какое 764, правильно?
764, правильно.
140 парциально кислорода.
Так точно, 140.
Отдуваемся на 8 миллиметров. Еще раз.
Принято, закончил, доложу.
Принято.
Петр Николаевич. Да? Я на 15:00 на подкове. Да.
Fyodor, I'm on a circular at 1500. I cannot see you yet.
Удивишься. Надеюсь,
Саша, еще...
Да.
Да, еще осталось пару минут. Давайте.
Alexander, a couple more minutes. Take some rest. Okay, okay.
Он говорит слово отдыхает. Значит, видите, что не отдыхает. Вот и все.
Look here at the pressurized container that Fyodor Yurchikhin has been carrying around, and his helmet camera view here. This has the flow control valve that the spacewalkers are going to be replacing inside of it, and one of the first things they'll do here in the Zarya module is install it on a latching platform to get their hands free so that they can remove some insulation and then uninstall the current flow control valve so that it can be replaced.
Федор.
Я хорошо.
Alexander, Fyodor, yes.
Саш, если тебя
Okay.
нет никаких вопросов с перемещением,
If you have no questions on translation and visibility of the path, you can move towards Fyodor. Okay. Moving to Fyodor.
Сереж, а у меня доклад...
Sergey, and I'm reporting
Твоя штуковина установлена.
that item is installed.
принято.
Клапан КСД открыт.
FS flap is open.
Я теперь сдергиваю винты.
And I am
Хорошо.
removing the screws. All right.
Но клапан КСД остался в положении открытым.
KSD valve
Конечно.
remains in open position.
Там идет потихоньку.
Of course,
Да.
releasing
Было открыто.
pressure slowly. It says open and close in 2 minutes.
Вот этот вот, который он легко пошел, из которого
The one that is easy moving,
вернее,
number 4,
ставили.
that was installed on the ground, removed
Понятно.
later. I see.
Первый так хорошо.
Number 1 also got shifted off its spot nicely.
Так. Я на подходе, Сергей.
I'm getting close.
Принято.
All right?
Принято.
Федор Николаевич.
Fyodor,
Я
I'm here, right behind your back.
Ну, привет.
Hello. Hello.
Чувствуешь, работа какая? Не, у меня мозг, я же говорю, плохо работает.
You're getting a sense of it all. Absolutely.
Я готов распековывать
I am ready to
разъем. Слушай, меня
disconnect
панели.
the connector on the panel.
Сергей Сергеевич, как принимать?
Sergey, do you read?
Саш, слышишь меня?
Alexander, do you read me?
Вот сейчас
Yes, I read you now.
Пропадание у меня было.
I couldn't hear very well.
да, я говорю, я готов.
So, MLI flap is open, right? Yes, it is.
Федор Николаевич пока
Because
панель стоит
Fyodor is still working,
как на даге был.
and the panel is installed just like it was on the dog trainer.
Клапан вверх. Сейчас. Между
But the valve,
двумя панелями есть
there is a valve in between two
ну, наблюдаю.
panels,
Готов его.
and I'm ready to open it and start
Ну, я думаю, что
demating the connectors.
там
Yes,
будешь самое работать.
go ahead and do that while you're working with the connector. Make sure it is tethered. Then
Будешь устыковывать.
you will remove it, and then you will be
Я тебе...
demating.
Не, пока нет.
I'm not in your way, no? No.
Стыковал.
Okay, it is demated.
Открыл клапан
Open, and FT or MLI valve
разъема.
remains open. It is SPRG. I don't see the rest of the markings
Да, Саша,
on the connector. There is nothing else here, though.
если увидишь маршрут,
Yes, that's only one.
увидишь, будешь
And if you will be able to see the label later, you will read it to me. But this is the only one. And the tethers are on red, right? Yes.
Ты сперва их разрываешь,
First, you will
потом уже на...
break them, and then you will install it on red. But I don't want to lose them.
Саш, ну у нас жизнь.
Alexander, Tel Aviv.
Саш, это вот этот РЖ?
Is it the correct RRG? Yes, it is.
Закончили надув на 8 мм.
Attach it here.
Кислород 148.
Принято, 148, спасибо.
Все, сейчас готов буду это сделать. Ага, сейчас.
Almost ready.
Зафиксирована старая панель
The old panel
карабином с гермос...
is attached to the thermal, to the pressurized
Один
container tether, and one thread tether is broken off by me. Correct?
Theater, your chicken and Alexander Misterkin reporting that they've got the old flow control valve that they are replacing because it's come to the end of its expected lifetime. It's now attached to the pressurized container. Then they carried the new one therein, getting ready to install that new one into the Russian cooling system to ensure that it has good continued performance.
Сереж, а гермоконтейнер должен легко...
Sergey, is the pressurized container supposed to open easily when the pressure is relieved? Yes. There is a handle over there that you should use. I understand.
Понимаю, что фиксатор есть, который отжал.
I understand there is also a latch that I'm supposed to press, and I think
Так, нитки...
it's all done and the tethers are removed and attached. Now it's moved. I think the seals were holding it.
Как его?
Залипли, все, открылся.
It's open now. Good.
Я уже это...
You hear from your chicken's helmet camera looking at the pressurized cargo container that you can see he now has open.
GX1 is one of them, and the other one is FPRNG, I think that's the way I'm supposed to read it. Yes. SPRRG 2X-1. Correct. Correct. Okay, I'm demating the connectors. Okay.
Так.
Саш, Федор.
Alexander, Fyodor.
Так, мы отыграли нормально. Тест курса прошел.
Хорошо.
So
Разъем расстыкован, Сергей.
the connector is open.
Вы уже картинку?
I can see that. Very good. Let's remove the panel. We are getting the picture now.
Сейчас. Снимаем.
Removing the panel.
Хорошо.
Помнишь, да?
Okay.
Готовы ее принять? Да.
Pavel, are you ready to take it? Yes.
Вот ручка.
Handle is here. Pull and turn.
Федор,
Fyodor?
Да.
Yes.
а ты увидишь сейчас, если будет какой-нибудь пролив?
If it is slagging,
Подожди.
will you be able to see it?
К тому и
I will
Федор, поближе подойдешь?
get close and take a look.
Я
I think I'm close enough not to be in his way. Okay, Alexander.
Сергеевич, напомни, потянул
Sergey, when I pull, please remind me how much it will be getting out by about 10 millimeters,
сантиметр.
which is 1 centimeter.
Ручки он должен выйти.
Возле
И тянуть за саму бабушку.
Is it when I'm pulling on the handle? This is right at the base.
Ага.
Okay.
Все.
Okay, I'm
Нет, вот всякие сопли полетели,
separated this.
а разъемы...
And
Я не знаю, картинка.
I'm not sure if you are looking at the picture. Yes, we are getting the picture.
Ну, капельки есть какие-то, но сказать, что это критично.
Да,
пару капель.
There are some cables here. I'm not sure which are they. That's all normal.
Тогда про полотенце здесь забыли.
We'll probably not be using towels here.
Вижу, взял. Взяли, да?
I
На этом самом.
see it now, and it is on a hook.
Не думай.
Do not worry about it. It's all fine.
Сейчас я подумаю,
Secured and attached.
зацепить.
I'm thinking how to hook it. Let me get close and hold it for you. No, how about you will hook the tether on that side? Let me
Вот отцепить.
turn
Зацепила это.
so that
Такой фал, и за что зацепить? А там с той стороны.
I'm on your side, by your side. And
Стой.
you know what? Use that back
Хорошо. Видишь, он к полю чем.
handrail.
Вы его держите.
That's the one you should,
Мы оставляем.
if the one on the cover should stay. Okay, I see, I understand what it is now.
Так. Отстыковываю. У нас гермконтейнер.
Disconnecting.
Да.
And do you have the pressurized container secured? Yes.
Абсолютно.
You sure it's secure? Yes.
Закрытое положение, замки перевел. Да, тогда все, на вопросов нет.
Да.
If you repositioned the latches, there should be no issue.
Ну что, получилось? Сейчас получится.
So did you get it? No, not yet.
Так. Ты вот сможешь на ручку?
Can you get it to the handle here? A moment.
Перекрутилась наскоро. Я не... Оп, сейчас. Я тебе подал. Есть. Так.
Okay, I'm giving it to you.
Коли ты с той
Good.
стороны, Саш,
Sasha, maybe you can
вот проволока.
go from the other side.
Вы имеете в виду это самое? Да.
Here is some wire.
As your Chicken and Ms. Sirkin work on replacing and
One turn, please, and hold it.
swapping out this flow control valve. Meanwhile, the team on the ground in Russia has been checking out the connection that they made earlier of the KERS hardware system, and reports are that checkout is going well, everything looking as expected. Later in the spacewalk, Ms. Sirkin and your Chicken will disconnect that connection, as it's just a checkout of it to make sure that everything's ready for the arrival of the multi-purpose laboratory module later this year.
Вот просто не летал.
Not to.
Just about an hour and a half into today's spacewalk now. And again, the crew on their second major task of the spacewalk as they work on replacing a flow control valve in the Russian segment of the station's cooling system.
Который на двери. Не-не-не, не в двери.
Put it
Понял.
on the new fluid connector.
Так, ключ там у вас под рукой, Николаевич. Да, ключ, да.
Do you have the wrench? Yes.
В двери не мешался, но он зарыт, привязан.
It's tethered here somewhere.
Освободили.
Федор, помнишь, да, вот этот винт, когда отвернешь,
Вверх. Все.
после этого вытаскиваешь панель.
Okay, after you turn,
Угу. Так, старую.
then you have to screw in the screw. Okay.
And good look there at that new panel coming out of the pressurized container that the spacewalkers have been carrying it around in.
Натаскивай пока. Нет, я поправляю фал, чтобы он не задержался там, ни на что не помешал.
I'm trying to keep everything away.
Положим или просто за...
View here we're seeing is from your Chicken's helmet camera. He's been working on removing that while Ms. Sirkin has been removing some insulation and taking out the old panel, which will now take the new panel's place inside the cargo container so that the spacewalkers can take it back to the Piers docking compartment.
Нет, если один, то это будет код на 1020.
Не-не-не. Мне даже самому нравится, как вы работаете.
Well, we're working so well. I like it.
О, Саш, это не тот нужен. Сейчас, Николаевич, я здесь закончу, подожди, пожалуйста.
Sasha, I needed to wait a bit.
Самое главное, что все так красиво и непонятно, что просто вообще экшен сплошной. Николаевич, вот ты можешь налево на 90 развернуть.
Now rotate 90 degrees to the left.
Буквально в 1,5 метрах.
Сейчас.
It's now 1.5 meters. Okay, stand by.
Я устанавливаю новую панель на место.
I'm installing the new panel.
Принято. Отлично. Просто.
Excellent. Copy.
И для установки надо ручку оттягивать или нет?
Do I need to tighten or not?
Подожди, ручку
Stand by.
Ручку оттягивать надо, конечно.
First pull on the handle.
Два пола, и самое, если помнишь, Саш, в задней части две направляющие и...
Remember the two guide rails in the back.
Вот надо завести, опустить и потом закрыть ручку.
So you need to slide it in.
Стоит уже, да?
And then use
Да.
the
Хорошо,
handle.
ручка закрыта полностью.
Да.
Принято.
Я думаю, что если бы она не стояла внутри... А картинка есть, нет, с моей камеры?
Yes, the handle is completely in.
Можешь подергать ее за поручень чуть-чуть.
Я уже
And do you have the picture? Yes, we have the picture.
открываю и клапановки.
I'm opening the MLI flap.
Николаевич, там что, помощь какая-то нужна? Не, с той стороны просто удобнее.
You need any help?
Кабель. Не кабель, а это самое. Передать мне. Ну, скажите, что я передам. Старую
I need the cable. Yes, I will do it.
Хорошо, иду. А, Саш,
Да.
никаких проблем. Дай мне, это стоит уже, зафиксировано. Да. Дай этот файл.
Okay, so if you installed it and secured, give me the tether.
С той стороны. Понял. Ага. Сейчас. Сделал. Ага. И отцепить.
Нет, там
панель,
механизм вот такой вот.
Да.
Поэтому и не малыми. Да.
So do I disconnect here? No, not yet.
Только не снизу, а сверху.
On top here.
Сверху, что сверху? Да вот этот карабин отцепи. Сейчас. На, слушай, я, может, и я достану.
Disconnect this one.
Я
I'm going to reach it.
Да. Ну, я достану, просто здесь все эти держатели, как эти самые стали. Болтались? Ага.
I'm looking at the clamps here.
Винт обязательно заверни, вот тот прижимной.
Remember to tighten the screw here.
Конечно.
Screw it in. Yes, of course.
And as promised, the old flow control valve now going back going into for the first time the pressurized carrier here for transport back to the inside of the space station after the spacewalk is over today. Meanwhile, Alexander Misurkin is working to get that new flow control valve installed here on the Zarya module.
заворачивается. Он это самое.
It's not working. I'm trying to
Как тебе сказать?
throw the screw in.
Там внутри болтается.
It's still loose on the inside. What?
Та панель, которую ты заменил, ничего страшного. Не надо полозить.
Well, it's the panel that you replaced. Yes.
А тот винт надо завернуть, чтобы он не упирался в крышку кермоконтейнера.
Да, да,
So,
Петр, именно так.
I need to screw it in
А,
so the lid is flush
я согласен.
with the container. Okay, then I agree.
Я тем временем занимаюсь вышиванием.
And to save the time, I'm embroidering.
Принято. Принято.
Copy that.
Так, старая панель кермоконтейнере.
Okay.
Принято.
Both the containers. Yes.
Ставлю его
Copy.
закрывать. Сергей, так, единственное, что проверить.
And Sergey.
Новый разъем закрыт крышкой. Крышка налип.
Okay, the new connector is covered with a cap, and the cap is on Velcro.
Собираем.
Оставляй крышку, если она фиксируется, то оставляй.
If you can secure the cap, then leave it here.
Ну, фиксация на липучке, сам понимаешь.
But you know that Velcro is not the best restraint. Yes, but MLI flap is going to go over it. Yes, understood. Unless, of course, it flies away sooner.
Потащите ее.
Согласен. Я постараюсь.
Yes, I will try to leave it here very neatly. Copy.
До выхода из тени 5 минут.
5 minutes
Хорошо.
until the end of eclipse. Copy.
Извини, Николаевич, это я. Ничего.
How are you doing? Okay.
Странно было бы, если бы это был кто-то другой.
It's not exactly even. Yes, it would be even if it were someone else.
Конечно, вот руки сажать по этих веревочках здесь это...
It's not easy
Разъем
to handle all these ropes. Okay, the connector is free.
приступаю к стыковке разъема.
I'm starting to mate the connector. Copy.
Сейчас может быть пропадание связи.
There might be a loss of comm now.
Саш, но ты все равно стыкуй, а потом уже
Sasha, but you continue mating, and
поговорим.
after LOS, we'll talk.
Хорошо, Сергей.
All right.
Закрыл клапан.
I closed the MLI flap
Саш,
on the FCV panel. Can you move yourself away by a couple of centimeters and
когда уложишь разъемы,
give some light on the surface?
попробуй сфотографировать.
Как так, Саш?
And try to take some pictures.
Да.
Yes, understood.
Сейчас меня слышно?
Do you copy?
Да,
Yes,
слышно.
we do.
Саша, если получится, да, принято, разъем состыкован. Значит,
When the connector is mated,
ну и общий вид панели, там несколько кадров сделайте.
take a picture of the tool
Стыкованные в лирке могу уже уложенный сфотографировать.
and also the spring clip.
Да, лучше уложить,
Yes, if
если
possible.
видно положение флажка закрытое.
And also, if you can, photograph the flag position indicating that it's closed. Okay.
Так, разъем состыкован.
The connector is mated.
Принято, Саша. Уже
Copy, Sasha.
свет, я так вижу.
If we have more light, I can see.
А я тебе не нужен, Паш?
Do you need me, Pasha?
Федор, а ты хочешь пойти начать работать с держателями?
Fyodor, do you want to start working
Нет, пока.
with the clamp?
Крутите барашки.
No, I wanted to tighten the
И
wing nut.
заодно.
Это хорошо.
Okay, then.
Так, ну я, в принципе, готов фотографировать, не приступать. Федор Николаевич, что, лезу за фотоаппаратом.
Fyodor, about the camera.
Николаевич, ой, сори. Собрал веревки? Да. Давай, я тебе помогу их убрать.
Did you collect the ties? Yes, I did.
Сейчас я перестыклю.
Put them in the bag.
А я пока затяну, и ты сам.
And I will tighten right now.
Так. Вот он я. Берем фотоаппарат.
Okay, taking the camera.
Блин, красотища, ё-моё.
Ощутил?
Никогда не говори.
Can you feel it?
Ощутил.
Yes.
И как вспомню, как там корячится на паху. Потом красота.
I remember how we tried to do it in PHO,
Может, мне проще с этой бородой?
doing contortions.
Вот это вот играть здесь бусинки нанизывать, только руки убивать. Ну смотри. Конечно, я понимаю, что оно.
Okay, now we're doing beadwork.
А тебе на крылок бэк не проще это все пристыковать?
Если только с рэпом сразу.
Wouldn't it be better for you to
Оттуда забрать другой.
Нет.
connect?
Хорошо. Так, слушай, Сереж, а вот я сейчас завинчу. Когда будет тест? banner.
Okay, when we're going to do the test,
Будет, когда от руки до упора и
when it would be enough to tighten.
Нет, да при чем тут это?
You have to hand tighten 1/4 of a turn.
Как следует. А потом придется откручивать.
Well, but then we have to loosen it again.
Я тебя понял.
Николай,
Ну давай, больше не затягивай трещоткой.
Do not use the ratchet wrench anymore to tighten.
Давай, давай.
Okay, just continue. And yes, I will need the ratchet wrench.
Так, какие с держателями, да? Я повесил рэп с веревками.
Okay, I hung the red with ties on the wire that's on the first container.
Я тебе помогу. Да, и
I'll help you.
второй конец рэпа я зафиксирую также на крылопеке. Не, стой, чего? А зачем? Тебе же рэп пригодится.
You actually might need it.
Смотри, а то я могу этот самый сделать. Ну, а сейчас вот это сидеть здесь и их перебирать, Николаевич. Ну, ладно, давай.
Okay, I'll be here now.
А потом это туда же отпустишь. Они все туда уйдут. Давайте пока порядок.
Ребята, а вот еще будет секундочку. Гляньте на меня, ладно?
Okay, guys, look at me for a moment. Okay.
Николаевич, развернемся на секунду вместе.
Yes, let's turn our heads together.
Good view here of both spacewalkers working together, stopping
Yes.
for just a
В общем, пока ключом не работает,
moment's pause
и даже если мы
as they
будем затянуть,
work on getting the old flow control valve stowed inside the pressurized container here so that they can take it back inside the station at the end of the spacewalk.
Even if you haven't tightened exactly right, you still can put the items back in the station.
We're an hour and 48 minutes into today's 6-hour-long spacewalk, and crew making good progress as they work through the various tasks of the day,
Okay, let me tighten.
which are going to take them all over the Russian segment of the space station.
I'm going to...
View here from Fyodor Yurchikin's helmet camera as he was working on getting the pressurized pressurized carrier closed up so that it can be removed from the area they've stowed it on temporarily.
или он закрыт уже?
After this, they're going to be making their way back towards the
I already did.
KERS connectors that Ms. Sirkin connected earlier so that the team here on the ground could run a test of that system in preparation for the multi-purpose laboratory module's arrival at the station. Team here on the ground reported that test went well, and so they'll be disconnecting those cables that he connected until it's time to get them actually connected to the laboratory. And as they make their way back to those connections, they're also going to be installing some table clamps for use in a future Russian spacewalk scheduled for August. They'll install those along the way to the KERS connector and then ultimately to the Piers docking compartment where they'll be storing the pressurized carrier that they're disconnecting here. Once they get it stowed, the next task will be to install some science hardware, indicator experiment in particular.
What did you say?
That measures different aspects of the space station environment. And they'll be installing it on the POISC Mini Research Module 2 and then deploying its hardware and mating a connector from it to POISC.
Put it on your red, all of it.
Ребята, там солнышко нельзя это как-нибудь пригасить. Это вот светит прямо в глаз.
Can you make the sun shine not so bright? It's shining right in my eyes.
Я возьму ключ, не бойся.
And I will take the wrench.
Ты отцепи, поработай с аппаратом.
You can use the camera.
Есть, я уже фиксировал на себе.
Okay, I secured it to myself.
Закрыл крылобок с одной стороны. Закрыл с другой.
Inaudible.
Готовься в угол. Ой, да, спасибо. Все хорошо.
It's all right now.
Я сделал несколько общих кадров.
I'm going to take a couple of shots. Copy.
Да что ж ты? Тут ветер, наверное. А, Саш? Да, наверное, Николай, что высоко, ветер дует. Я только не совсем понимаю, Сергей Сергеевич, если сейчас...
I don't quite understand, Sergey.
Разъемно, то зачем эти фотографии?
If you're using telemetry to check the connector mating, why do you need the pictures? No, this is for the guys who are next after us.
Кто-то еще пойдет.
Somebody will walk out and will ask me for photographs. The guys doing the next EVA.
Какой-то ты пессимист.
Но почему?
Сколько лет пройдет, а ты все там же.
And also to take a picture of you.
Никакого прогресса.
No progress.
Ну, что поделаешь? Если
Oh, well.
работа нравится.
We still like our job.
Тоже правильно.
That's right.
Скажи, а я как погляжу, ты тоже все винтики крутишь.
Да, точно.
You just keep tightening the screws. That's all you're doing.
И разъемы стыкуешь.
And mate connectors.
Закрывай клапан, Саш, и можно переходить. Да.
And you may translate
Опять на СМ.
back to the service module.
Далеко на СМА поручни, держатели.
Ну, давайте все-таки определимся. Давайте.
Okay, let's be clear.
Если ты сходишь
Sasha, better for you to translate
окончательно
to the course
с держателями на обратном пути.
and to the clamps when you go back.
Глядишь, к тому моменту уже и телеметрия придет.
By that time, there might be telemetry already.
Так, это мы сделали.
Going through just a momentary
Николаевич, вы меня слышите? Я слышу.
loss of
Yes.
signal from the station. And as you can hear, already getting the audio back and should be getting the video back in just a moment as well.
Фотографируем.
We are going to take a picture of plate 9. Yes.
Вот этого я, честно говоря, не обещаю, да?
Well, actually, I don't promise.
Там вниз-то у тебя. Там сверху я не могу подлезть по-человечески, там сложно.
It is hard to get access there because of the antenna.
Получится, да.
Okay, just take the camera with you and try to take a picture.
Хорошо, взял.
Hopefully, you'll be successful. Okay, I'll show the camera.
Я сначала закрою FT. Да,
And I will close the MLI flap.
Так, клапан FT закрыт.
MLI flap is closed.
Принято.
Copy.
Уже ощущается дополнительные навески. Что надо помочь, Николаевич?
Inaudible.
А? Сделать. Сейчас, секунду, как внизу, который у меня?
The one,
Red? Да.
the red, this one is to be removed. This one, yes. Remove, yes. And please pass it over to me. And it will be good if you hook it onto this ring. We'll go.
Его вверх идет. Бил. Сейчас я не вижу так. Вот так. Все.
Саш, пока не ушел. Все-таки, может,
Alexander,
нужно взять из крылок-бэга для...
if you need to take anything from crew log bag to
Вы намекаете.
close the flap,
Намекаю на
are you thinking about the cutter? Yes, exactly.
Он не намекает, он прям... Вы имеете в виду просто как удлинитель его использовать?
Shall I use it as an adapter? Yes, make sure it is it is covered.
Я с этим...
It is in a sleeve. Yes, actually, I can use a wrench here, and the wrench
У него ручки раскрываются.
is also retractable. The handle is retractable. I'm not quite understanding.
Петр, покажи.
I'm talking about the ratchet wrench.
Да, сам ключ...
Yes, and
все такое.
it deploys, sort of. It becomes an adapter for you to apply more force, make it longer. Okay, I understand now. Thank you. I should be moving on. Yes, and I will stay here for now. Sergey, I will reconfigure myself right here, and I think we're done here. Copy.
Spacewalking crew reporting that they think they're about wrapped up at the site here at the Zarya module, where they've been
From RRG connector. Let us know.
exchanging an old flow control panel that's reached the end of its scheduled lifetime with a new one, and now getting ready to return that old one to the Piers docking compartment inside a pressurized container. As they make their way back to the piers, they'll have a few tests they're going to do. First of all, they'll be installing
Sergey,
some table clamps along the Zarya for use in spacewalk coming up in August, where the crew is going to be routing cables that provide power and data for the Russian multi-purpose laboratory module. They'll need the clamps and fair leads that they'll be installing on this spacewalk to secure the cables from the station to the laboratory module.
Yes, I need to be careful attached to red.
And then they'll also be undoing some connections done earlier in the spacewalk for a test, also for that multi-purpose laboratory module, test of the KERS system that it will be using. Again, that test team here on the ground reported went well and as expected, so there should be no problem with making use of those connections when the laboratory does arrive, but they're not needed at this point, so they'll be disconnected for now.
And we'll check how secure they are. Sergey, 1303 is closer to the U.S. segment, right? At the very edge. No, not on the edge. It's in the middle. Okay. Perpendicular is the next handrail along FGB. And yeah, the lateral one. And the next one after that is the one we're talking about. Okay. I am close to the cone right now. Copy, Sasha.
Да. Повернись на меня на секунду. Градусов 30, не больше. Так. Я там за что-то. Паш. Сейчас, Паш. Наверное.
Unintelligible conversation between crew members.
Я подошел к поручню 1520.
By handrail 1500. Copy.
Наблюдаем кольцевой поручень.
I can see 21, 22, 23, 20, 24, 22 handrail, circular handrail. I'm using it for translation. Okay, Sasha.
Alexander Misurkin reporting on his progress as he gets ready to install some cable clamps and fair leads on along his path back from the Zarya module to the Piers docking compartment. Those again are going to be used to route cables that will provide power and data to the multi-purpose laboratory module that's going to be coming up to the station later in the year.
Николаевич, как у вас дела?
How are you doing? Between 06, 07, I'm passing them by.
Я подхожу к стреле. У нас там время, этот процесс не ограничивается?
Are we limited by time? I mean, course connectors, are they supposed to be limited in certain time? Well, just the same mode. As soon as you get there, you report to us that you are in place. We give you a go. Am I okay to get attached to the foot rest? Yes.
Я на стреле, Сергей Сергеевич.
Fair game, I'm on Strela.